But what's next for us?
What? Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, all our customers will say be like, "Where's your husband? How's your husband? Husband this." Let's show the people my hair.
Hey guys, it's Channel Exclusive and we back with another video. My name is Sean,
And I'm Ria.
and for our second year anniversary, we asked y'all to ask us some questions and we'll answer them. But before we start, like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.
So we got a good amount of questions, well actually a lot, but we decided to filter them out and we chose a few to answer. Question number 1. What made you guys get into this type of industry?
So basically how I got in the car wash industry, in 2016, babe was pregnant and I basically didn't know if the job I had at the moment would have could have supported a child. So at the moment I went to my mother, Dr. Ruben, and she knew someone who owned a car wash and she introduced me to him, and day one was like a test run to see how I would do. And he basically messaged her the next day like, this kid is awesome, he could walk, he have good work ethic. After a couple months of working there, everything was going good. I decided to quit my job and work the car wash full time. Fast forward to 2017, everything was still alright, but I feel like I wanted, to move on to my own thing, doing my own thing, because, I love it. So I wanted to start my own business basically. So Hurricane Irma came, and that was like the best thing that happened to me because, I got fired from my job, and that forced me to start my own business.
So basically, Sean came to me with the idea of him starting a business. He asked my opinion and I was all for it. I still had my job. They didn't completely let me go yet. I was just on pause because after the hurricane, everything was slow. So they kept certain staff and the rest of us was on hold. But starting our own business, I just decided to let the job go. Like, they didn't give me a letter or anything. They actually wanted me to come back. So all of that to say how we got introduced to the industry. So basically, Sean introduced me.
Basically.
Okay, so we got 2 other questions that were basically the same thing. What makes you guys different from other businesses and how? As well as what is unique about Shiners Exclusive?
What makes us different, I think, is that we just love the results. So if you bring in a dirty car, we're gonna be like in our head like, I can't wait to see this car clean, So I think our results different from everybody else on because we really try to get the best out of every car that we do.
Another thing that makes us different is the fact that we have pride in what we do. There are a lot of businesses that do the same thing as we do, but our pride sets us apart from the others. Like Sean said, we love results. So of course our pride, even though we might be tired that day, our pride would be like, okay, I still have to do this to the best of my ability. Question number 3. What lessons have you learned?
I learned a big lesson. This was one of my biggest lessons I learned in coming into this industry. Business on a whole, you can't please everybody,
Nope.
I come into this business thinking like, yo, I really the best at doing this, I really could wash a vehicle, at the end of the day, yeah, at the end of the day, I could really wash and detail a vehicle, really well. So yeah, you can't please everybody at all, There's always going to be somebody who's going to not like the work, even though you do it to the best of your abilities, it always going to have somebody who don't like the work or, think that something could have been done better, or, it always going to be something, so you need to know when you're coming into business that you can't please everyone. So that's one of my biggest lessons learned, that I can't please everybody.
A lesson I have learned is you can't trust everyone with money. Like, you might be like, this person is not going to try and trick me from paying my money. That didn't come out right, but that's what I meant. Like, this person, they're family. Why would they not pay me? But then they leave you there waiting months and months and months and months, begging and messaging and calling and ignoring calls. Money, family, friends, separate the two. That's my biggest lesson.
Question number 4. Is this business something you see yourself doing forever?
I would say no. Not the fact that we don't want to do it, but we have bigger plans for ourselves, and expansion being one. Of course, we love what we do, but we hope to expand and have a team doing everything, and we're just there once in a while, making sure everything is going as planned.
Next question. Do you feel you get the support you expected from locals?
We get a lot of support from locals. We get mainly from expats. But the support isn't like we expected. We really expected more support. Especially because we get a lot of people commending us for our job well done, commending us as a young couple, a young family doing our thing. But at the same time, I don't look at support as just people bringing their cars to us. I look at it as sharing our work, commenting, liking, giving advice, giving feedback if you feel something could be better, things like that. But we don't get that a lot. Like, if you do it, like, you basically have to beg for it. But we thank those that do support. Thank you guys. Shiners exclusive, all day, every day.
Next question. How do you personally define business success?
Personally, I define business success as not just getting new customers all the time, but getting a lot of returning clients. People keep bringing their cars back to us. I love to see returning customers all the time. I always welcome new customers with open arms, because if you don't get new customers, that's also not being successful. But when you get people that just come once and don't come back, I don't define that as being successful, because success isn't just all about money, but like I said, returning customers, they say a lot about your business. The next question is, how is it being in a relationship with your business partner?
I don't know how we do it, but basically, we don't really butt heads on the job. We used to at first, but I think as time go by, we kind of mature a lot, because, if we basically have a disagreement on the job, we basically will put in our headphones, and that will really calm us down a lot, because we listen to one song or two songs, and then we just find ourselves asking, that can finish, and that's it. Basically, it was like we never were mad at each other, you know what I mean? So we don't really butt heads on the job, man. I don't know how it is for other people, but for us, we don't butt heads at all. If we mad at each other, music for us is like, it'll solve everything for us.
But my input, when we first started, it was like hell. To me, it was hell. I would be like, I don't want to work here no more. I don't want to be here. Like, we weren't mature enough at the time. Like, 2 years might seem like a short time, but 2 years for something like this, it really helped. Like, we have an understanding now. We understand how each other work.
Basically.
Like, we get it. We have our own way of walking, and then we have a way of walking with each other. And that 2 years, that space of time really helped. Because now, like Sean said, if we're mad, we just listen to some music or just drink some water and we're fine. But before, we would be mad all day. We wouldn't talk.
Yeah.
We would need to know if a cat finished and we would
wouldn't-
not ask.
Yeah, we wouldn't ask a question. For real. And that was crazy because, I want to know if this cat finished, but I'm mad at her, so I wouldn't have asked. And that was just crazy, but we come a long way, you know what I mean? We really come a long way.
Yeah, and at the time, I wasn't driving. So I would need a cam move, and I would just be like, well, he can figure it out himself. He can know eventually. But now, yeah, we're doing a lot better.
To be honest, I think that's how we, up to this day, that's how we so good at reading each other, because when we had our bad times, we had to read each other anyways, like, what to do next, if she want this move or if I gotta do this, so I think that's how we so good to, we could read each other so well now because we had to do it, when we are first start, we had no choice.
You still love me?
Next question. How do you manage having a family and a business at the same time?
If I compare it to when we first started and now, before it was tough. Well, it's still tough, but before, our daughter used to be there with us day and night. We would start early in the morning. We used to open earlier before, and we used to close later too. So we would be there all day and all night with her. Have to figure out, okay, have to remember actually, okay, don't forget she has to eat on time. Don't forget this, don't forget she has a schedule. You might not eat on time, but she still has to eat on time.
Yeah.
That time she was 11 months old. She wasn't 1 yet.
Yeah.
But now she's still there with us. A lot of people ask, you don't bring the baby to work anymore? Sometimes she's there, but she's more helpful. She wants to help. It's easier now though because she can talk, she can walk, she can do things herself. She's not in Pampers or pull-ups, so she can say when she wants to pee. Before she used to pee in the truck. Sean had to detail the truck every day. But now she can say she needs to pee or she could just climb out the door herself. So it's easier now.
I used to want to walk every day, and that was kind of hard because, sometimes, babe want to see me and I want to walk, you know what I mean? So Sundays when she would stay home, I would still want to walk. So that was kind of...
And Sunday's family day.
You know what I mean?
And we go to the beach.
Yeah,
Like,
I want to walk house. I really wanted to walk every day. Even though I would be tired, it would play a big part in my health to walk every day. I still wanted to do it, you know what I mean? Because I watch a lot of motivation speech and, all of them successful people basically, they say they don't walk every day. So I basically wanted to walk every day. But when you really understand it, when they say they walk every day, ain't really every day they don't walk. They probably might stay home and, read a book about what they want to do the next day, and they will call a walk. But they're not really walking every day, you know what I mean?
Physically.
Not every day.
And the last question, guys. What's next in life for you and Sean? What's next?
Yo, man, listen, man, I got a lot of plans for the future because I really trying to hit that $1 million spot by the age of 30. So I got a lot more plans. It's just to put them in play, get this business that we're currently working on, finalize, get everything in place and, feel comfortable and not feel like we're on a struggle, first with finding our own place. After we don't get this business head together, I got a lot more plans, starting, about 4 or 5 more businesses because, to hit that goal, we need more than one source of income. So I trying to start more businesses, you know, not only this one. I really want to get into more stuff that I feel like I will be more excited about. So we have a lot more plans for the future. What I think next for us too is that, you know, we love to travel, you know what I mean? So I would like to find, you know, a business that we could basically travel and work at the same time. We do have a lot of plans for the future, so just stay tuned for them.
The people want to know what's next for us.
I tell you that twice.
Ben,
Yeah.
you know everybody think you're my husband.
Yeah.
That's my husband, you know. Yeah, all our customers will say be like, where's your husband? How's your husband? Husband this, and I'm like, I don't have a husband yet.
Yeah, we planning to become official soon, you know what I mean? Like really official. So stay tuned for that too. That part of the future. That part of the future too. So, you know, stay tuned for that. We trying to become officially, you know what I mean? Officially a family. So instead of babe and, you know, I'm more wife and husband and honey I'm home, did you cook type of, you know what I mean? So yeah.
So guys, that's all for the questions right now. We may have a part 2, but first don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Shiners Exclusive. And look for us on Instagram, follow us on Instagram, share our pictures, our videos, share our videos on YouTube, on Facebook, whatever stream you may have. And if you would love to become closer to our family, add our number on WhatsApp. It's 284-544-4010. Send me a message and I'll add you back, and you'll see whatever we post there. Anyone in my WhatsApp list know that I post on WhatsApp first, then I give it a few hours, and then I post on everything else. So if you want to know first, add me on WhatsApp.
Thank you guys for watching.
Stay tuned for our next video.
Shiners Exclusive, and we out. Basically,
Call me babe though. Be like, babe was pregnant.
so basically how I got in this car wash industry, so basically how I got in the car wash industry, in 2016, babe was pregnant, you know, and I didn't think at the moment that
Okay. My eyes watered.
that what are you doing? You tell me to say that and now I say
I know I can be ready next time. Wait.
what are you laughing for?
Because I'm watching myself and then I start to blush. I couldn't hold it in. Okay. I need to wipe my eyes.
I don't compete, you know. I just do good work. I don't compete.
We drink our water and mind our business. Or in your case, juice.